Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys continue to roll. Here we go. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room, all sorts of nuanced, detailed depth about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offensive and defensive football. If you are interested, hop over there, join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys. One of the more entertaining Thursday night football games I can remember right here. Get us started. Middle field closed seam. Love it. Finding all sorts of different ways to continue to be aggressive down the field, moving Lamb around, get the ball out on time. Beautiful base, great throw. Attack that middle field closed post safety. So as they rotate here to closed, playing against this strong safety, I'm always thinking he's going to try to be a box guy, not quite as comfortable down the field. So as we get to middle field closed, we're going to run seams at these guys, usually trying to get somewhere inside, right around the top of the numbers, and just work off this guy. So a little flash fake. Again, paying attention to the drop. So quick flash fake, 3, tight hitch, nice base, drive that thing on time, in rhythm. Outstanding. 1, 2, 3, boom, get it out. Again, you can see that free safety up top. His hips are turned to the bottom. Dak's looking down here to the bottom to the tight end. Up top. Now watch what Lamb does to the nickel. Turn him. Boop. Got it. Beautiful job. Ball's right up on his face. Outstanding. They certainly are rolling, making things look easy. And again, I really love the way that McCarthy, Prescott are playing and calling these games with rhythm and timing for Dak to get this thing out. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Big shot to the over down here to the bottom. Cooks, the number 1 in motion, working that over. Again, this time Seattle's got Adams in the middle of the field, giving up way too much space. 3rd and 3, probably working the tight end here to our right as the number 1. No, right behind it. Again, everything is in line, in vision, beautiful touch, accuracy. Way too easy for Prescott and the boys. So concept-wise, what's going on here? We're most likely, it's 3rd and 3. So we're trying to get the ball probably right here on whatever this route is, choice, option. It's not there. You've got this kind of over or crosser coming right behind it, and then you've got an in coming, and you're just reading that thing right to left. Get a little must outside release clear here if you love it. But again, the thing I love about the design here is when Dak hits the back, his eyes, everything is lined up, right? So if we're trying to work this 1, this 2 is right into our vision. And again, because they've got 33 here playing the middle field post safety, he's getting way more depth. Probably not quite as fast as the rest of those guys out there. So to be able to give up all that space right in front of the deep safety, just a beautiful job. No to the tight end, yes to the crosser. Outstanding. And again, base-wise from Prescott, beautiful protection as well. You got to at least acknowledge that. Play fake, 1, 2, 3. Again, you can see, it's just the way Dak plays at this point. His base is what I would consider not consistent. So is it good enough? Hell yeah. When he's rolling like this, I do think it eventually continues to give him some consistency issues when he plays tougher teams with more pressure. But just watch the feet here. So he goes from what I would classify a narrow base to probably a more powerful base to probably a wide base. And so just that movement, that's a lot of wasted movement. And if someone's not wide open and you don't have great pass protection, it can lead to some inconsistencies. So again, you can just see how that thing plays out. Now, no one's around him by 5+ yards. It's a big chunk. It's a great 3rd down conversion. There were a bunch of great 3rd down conversions for Dallas in this game. But just watch the design here. So 87, no. Right behind him, when Bobby Wagner steps up, right over him and in front of Adams. And again, that's a beautiful throw. Right up on his face. Great touch. Big chunk. Let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 10 from the 12. Another example of Dak Prescott, the playmaker. Now, a little bit unlucky here. Again, outstanding pass protection. I mean, world class. Great job giving his guy a shot here. It's one of those things where this is creating a play. It's in structure, but it's kind of a recess vibe to it as well, because we got to play around. We got to buy some time. We got to keep our eyes downfield. Now, the thing that's a bummer is at the bottom of the screen here, the corner falls. So you would love for Dak to be able to see that at the bottom. Now, I'm not saying he should see it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just raised up and threw this double mailbox in the back corner. I mean, you can see him looking this way. He's essentially at this point trying to create from within the pocket. So it's in structure, out of structure, if that makes sense. We've essentially got static routes coming up, and there's nothing there. And so, yeah, it would be great if he could see it. It doesn't matter, though, because he's got enough patience, he's got enough vision, he's got enough of that playmaking vibe to be able to buy time, give his guy a shot, and that's a big-time conversion. 3rd and 10 on the 12, going in, get a first down, 1st and goal. Again, look at the pass protection. I mean, all day. Up on his face. Nice catch. Big-time first down. Next one here, 3rd and 3 from the 3. This is a bummer because the pass pro from the back here really cost us 4 points. We're going to run a little switch at the bottom. Essentially, everyone's running an over. We take an L in pass protection, and it costs us 4 points. Now, again, I think it's one of those things where it's easy to say, the production that 20's had in the past, he deserved an opportunity to be the number 1. But this is the type of stuff you miss when you don't have a guy like Zeke back there who can blunt up a backer. That type of pass pro, it's just not safe for the quarterback. Like, you've got the best seat in the house. You've got to be able to blunt up that cat. That's not even putting a great move on. That's just almost like turning it down. And is it guaranteed to be a touchdown? No, but it's probably going to be a touchdown to Cooks. So the design here, we got some runaway winners. When I'm talking about switch release, I'm talking at the bottom of the screen. We're going to go switch release. That's the switch release. We're going to run what I'm going to call as an over to the back line with an in. Now, that spacing is not that great for me. My drawing is better than their spacing. But the spot that's going to be there is coming across here to this back pylon. It's probably going to be a touchdown. And again, this is why pass pro is so important. And it's not just the offensive line. It's the pass protection unit. Running backs, 3rd down. That's why they have 3rd down backs right here. This is the reason. You've got to be able to blunt this up and give us an opportunity to take a hitch. That is a bummer and a 4-point miss in running back pass protection. And you can see Cooks coming across here, our right to left. Probably throw it right behind 33 as soon as he turns his back. Right there. You're going to throw that thing to the top left. It's going to be a touchdown. He's got his back turn, only covering the width of his shoulders. Instead, it's a 4-point sack. Next one here, 3rd and 15. This play will make you fall in love with 87. They're just going to take shots down the field. It's not there. Dak's going to throw the check down. 87 is just going to put a move on and try to run through Bobby Wagner's face for a first down, and then get up and let him know about it. Now watch the chip here on the left. Makes it even better. Thunder. Boom. Woo-hoo! Great job from Dak here, just buying a little bit of time, get the check down, and then boom. I mean, I'm not saying he runs through him. Definitely a stalemate, maybe at best. But man, that's a first down. That's a hell of a job. I love it so much. So, I mean, every team in the league does this double chip. Okay? Every team. Now, oftentimes these guys, you would think, know that it's going to happen, so they're not shocked like this. But watch, both of these chips are outstanding. So that's the kind of pass pro that I'm talking about, that Dallas is just operating at such a high level across every unit of their offense. These chips are magical. Both sides. Boom. I mean, the other guy might be going down too if he doesn't catch the guard on the turn. That is just thunder. And we're taking shots down the field. McCarthy's being aggressive. I don't think you'd be mad here if you were Dak taking that shot up top to CeeDee Lamb, or even down here to the bottom on the double move. one-on-one outside the numbers. I'm not saying he wins, but like those are pretty good. Like if you're a play caller, you got to think 3rd and 15, that's our best player. 3rd and 15, one-on-one down the field, check down, no one around him. I mean, let's go. That's awesome. And that kind of pass protection, I love it. 3rd and 15, check down, first down is rolling offensively. And I love the physical nature that 87's playing with, jumping over people, scoring touchdowns. This chip, though, boom. Oh, yeah. Put a move on, get vertical, lower your shoulder, burst down. Next one here, touchdown pass, CD Lamb going in motion. They're going to run a little switch release double post up top. We're going to read that safety up top. He's going to clamp down on the vertical of number 2, right over his head, high back 5. Hell yeah. Outstanding. Great scheme, great play call. Nice design with the motion. We'll see what it does to the secondary, how it gets you the angles and leverage that we're looking for on double post. I love this, what Mike used to call back in the day, Fox 2 pass protection, this little rhythm on the lead draw play action. But concept-wise here's what I'm calling the switch release. Okay, so we going up and running double post. And really our eyes are right here. So double post. Now, the other thing to pay attention to here is when we go in motion and how they switch this thing off and how we get the switch, we get outside leverage on the outside post. So we've got the leverage we want to throw the post. And as long as this safety doesn't get depth, if he comes down at all on the vertical of number 2, the new number 2, the inside post, we're going to have this window. And oftentimes you'll hear me say high back 5. So him or nobody on the high back 5. The only way you can kind of sort this thing out defensively, this isn't DB school, but if you push this thing or tricks this thing, poach this thing to allow this guy to kind of continue to get depth and have this safety come over the top when you're in essentially a glorified 3-by-1 with how they do this lead draw action. Other thing here, first off, let's just watch the double post action. So switch release, watch that safety up top. See him clamp down. As soon as he steps down right there, you got it. And Dak's already throwing it. High back 5 with a throw. There it is. Just outstanding. Just maybe lowercase a. Maybe the faintest of font possible, A. Really love the design, though. Leverage on the corner, reading that strong safety, beautiful throw, big-time touchdown. Really nice job in the red zone. Again, this lead draw action, this is like 5 with a flash fake. And it's got great rhythm to it. You can see kind of the rhythm that he's playing with it. It's almost like a dance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch, throw. That's outstanding. Man, that's good. And the other thing I love about this is it's 7-person protection. So you've got 2 kind of bookends there exiting through the B gap. 4-person slide to the left. That's awesome. Big time hookup. Love it. Next one here. Another example of Pollard struggling in pass protection. The running back, but this time he's rewarded. Dak, the playmaker, gets him a little flick. He goes out. Now he does what he does. It makes people miss in the open field. Ends up getting a nice chunk. But they've got to solve this running back pass protection problem. This is just too easy. Great job from Dak there, just being the creator, being the playmaker. Look at that. I mean, he might not be able to block, but he can make people miss. Watch 4 people. That's pretty awesome. Well, those are some sweet unis too for Seattle. Whoop! Hell of a cut. Now, concept-wise here, little wing slot stack. I don't know how I feel about this. I got mixed feelings on this one because to me, this is a switch release corner stop with this kind of inside release deeper corner flag. And it might be there, depending on what this corner's doing. If that corner settles on the corner stop, this is a big boy throw, no doubt about it. You don't see that combo a lot, and you certainly need your back to be able to pick up a safety here. So we go whiff. I'm not sure why he's going low here. To me, you wouldn't want to cut in that situation because even if you cut him, he's going to get up just like that. But we can't even cut him correctly. Sweet irony is that we reward him with a completion, with a reception, and he rewards us by making 4 people miss. So just got to solve the pass protection thing in the backfield. That ain't it. Just the decision to cut here, to me, probably is not it also. Great job from Dak, though. Love the playmaker instincts, finding a completion. Good things happen. Let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Nice completion. Dak's going to work left to right here, find CeeDee Lamb on the little return or loop on the backside. Everything except getting in the end zone there with the finish. Beautiful job here. Again, just trying to be honest. I don't love the footwork, but who cares? Right? Left, no. I just think he makes it unnecessarily difficult on himself. That's just my own personal opinion. You can disagree. I think the film speaks for itself. There's no reason for a run-up jump pass here, but we get it. He makes it work. It's a hell of a conversion on 3rd and 2. So what is the concept here? I think he's trying to get it to Cooks up top, and if I'm being honest, he probably could. This is a hell of a route. It looks like a choice or option to me, and he destroys him. He probably could throw this 7 or deep out or corner as well, and then where the ball ends up going down here on what I'm used to calling this return or loop. So you're probably reading this thing right to left. So 1, 2, 3. And again, you be the judge. Is that there? Is that there? This is certainly there. It's usually a really good sign offensively when you've got multiple people open, especially on 3rd and short. So up top, whoop, that's a win, right? From Cooks. He just gets off of them a little early. You could throw that corner with some anticipation, but Dak's already off of it. I like 87 versus any linebacker. But it's a nice job. Never wrong, probably coming back down here to CeeDee Lamb. Great separation all over the place. Just so explosive. So many winners. And again, when Dak is moving like this and finding completions, going to be hard to stop. Next one here, touchdown pass. We're going to hit Cooks, the point on the bunch down here, the new number 3 on the little shallow or drive. And that's just too easy. Now, this is a great job from the left tackle on what I'm used to calling a big duel. Watch 77, set, and then close the door. So we'll talk about what that big duel is next time we watch the end zone. But this is a great job from Dak. He's hot. He's able to hit the hot coming from the opposite side. I would say normally this ball would be thrown to the flat. So if this is flat, we'll call this like a slant, backline, whatever. Cooks is coming across here, and we are hot, meaning that these two, if both of them blitz, one of them is going to be a free runner. You would think that you would want the outside guy to be the free runner. That's exactly what 77 does. I would say normally the hot throw would be to the flat for most people, but this sure as hell looks like a right answer too. Now, what are we doing right here? This isn't linebacker school, but I would guess that, I've heard that this guy's as good as he's ever been. Doesn't look like it here. This looks like way too easy. That's a lot of space. Hell yeah. So again, you can see here that I would say the traditional hot would be to the flat, just because you've got a free runner right in your face. You got a flat right there. But it's a hell of a job. The only person I ever played with that could throw backside hots like this consistently was Favre. And even then, I felt like it was rolling the dice. But right here, it works pretty well. Bobby Wagner looks a little confused. In my opinion, 54 should have 3 right there on that crosser. They probably get a little confused with the motion, the little Miami motion from 87. Again, big duel from 77. Really nice job closing the door. The choice here on this big duel, and the reason I call it big is because it happens at the line of scrimmage. He's got the most dangerous of these two players. Now, the choice here is he more dangerous even though he's running the wider track because he's at the line of scrimmage versus this guy who's coming from depth? I don't know. I kind of like how this guy plays it. Either way, you're going to have a free runner. I think it's 6-1, half dozen to the other. But I love seeing a big duel work, have a touchdown right behind it. That's just too easy. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member. A link is in the video description. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, tempos, pass protection, very important, we saw in this video. The best-selling course is How to Beat Every Coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available for you, so hop over there and enroll. We also have a bunch of free resources available, also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Really nice job from Dak Prescott going left to right, hitting the backside in down here to the bottom to Cooks. And we got a different back in the backfield there for pass protection. But this is a great job showcasing the arm strength. This is a tight window throw. Looks like we're trying to get Lamb to the left here in the flat. Got a corner to the left. It's not there. He's able to keep a pretty good base for Dak, if I'm being honest. That's a hell of a throw. That's a tight window throw. Whoomp. Right? Showcasing the arm strength, the velocity. Watch his feet. Don't bring his heels together. That's pretty good, consistent, powerful base from him, all things considering. That's a hell of a throw. So again, another great 3rd down conversion. Lamb in motion. He's in the flat. No. The number 1 up top to the corner. No. So no to the flat. No to the corner. Yes to the end. Right when he lets that ball go, you can see the window that as he's getting into this window across here, you've got to be able to rifle this thing before, right between these two guys. It's a hell of a play. Big time throw. I love him showing off his velocity, his arm talent right here. This is a hose. No. First down. They were dealing on 3rd down. It was fun to watch. And again, I think when Dak keeps his base, we'll call it as tight as this, as strong as this, he's got the capacity to do this all the time. Whoom. Quick torque. Love it. First down. Next one here. 1st and goal from the 6. Up top, Pollard, the number 2. Now, this to me looks like it's a little funky, and it's probably a tick late if this is the route it's supposed to be from 20, but it also hits him in the hands. It actually doesn't hit him in the hands. It hits him in the face mask. I mean, scooter helmet and all. Boom. Jesus, catch the ball. That is tough. So again, timing-wise here, it doesn't quite look like what you would expect it to look like. What I mean by that is I would guess this is a little hurried. So if this is supposed to be like an angle or a Texas or a fan, because you can see the space here, right? There's a big gap here that we can work, and it stays that way. To me, he just gets in there a little quick without knowing what the play call was, because if this is the tempo that he's supposed to run it at, then Dak needs to quicken up his drop. But the timing of the drop doesn't match the timing of the route. And I would guess that's not supposed to be the case. So Dak's taking a little shuffle. He's ready to throw it. Again, Pollard you'd love for him to just like settle a little bit, not run to get covered. Because you can certainly see that window. That should be a touchdown. Nice design, nice call, everything except the execution. And even that being said, it doesn't look perfect. Dak still puts it off his face, right? Don't get it twisted. That's off the helmet. Catch it with your hands, touchdown. Damn. Next one here, 4th and 2, the dreaded sprint right option from a static position up top. Now, CeeDee Lamb does everything except catch it. And Dak, maybe could put a better ball right on him, but it's a pretty damn good throw. We got to catch the ball. That's a drop more than anything else. Now, I don't love running it from a static formation, and I know that there's a little in and out yo-yo motion from the tight end to capture the edge, but I feel like I talk about this damn near every week. But we'll go through it here. Sprint right option to me sprint option is, it's a glorified flat. You come up, you try to like give him something, and you're out into the flat. Now, the part of this play that's like the secret sauce or the nuance is we're trying to get a rub here. So we're inside releasing, and you'd love to get a rub on that cat up and usually to the corner or to the out. And so we don't get a rub here at all. So you've got this kind of like, to me here, these guys are damn near at the same level. Pretty good opportunity for a rub. Now, the in and out motion here from the tight end, that's to capture the edge for this rollout. But for me here, I would rather take my chances on the edge with the tight end and have these guys like in a stack with some movement, with some motion to be able to get maybe another opportunity for a natural rub or pick, soft rub perhaps. That's just my preference. I prefer not to have this in the plan. But if we're going to do it here, Everything is good except the final execution. Can't catch it for him, right? I think of this as more like a little football karma, just calling this play. Doesn't deserve to be caught. That's my own issues, though. 4th and 2, best player throwing it to your best receiver. Got to like your chances, just doesn't work there. Next one here, this is just a special play from Dak Prescott. Right tackle is going to get beat. Dak Prescott sure as hell looks like he's about to go down. Strong, gets out of that thing, uses his vision, creates on the sideline. That's such a good play. I mean, people damn near give up on this. You almost expect the whistle to be called. He's in the grasp for so long. Right tackle, L. I mean, look at the strength right here. I mean, that is it right there. Doesn't go down. Look at the guy celebrating. The fucking D tackle earmuffs me. The guy over the center, the shade, is celebrating the sack. Watch his hand go up. All right, yeah, dog. Oh, shit. Making plays. I love it, man. Reps like that, just, I think to me, do so much to fire up a team, to show like the competitive greatness. Never quit. I mean, never quitting. And there's no panic. He gets outside. He just creates, eyes downfield, not looking to run, gets a nice chunk. It's awesome. This is just Dak Prescott playing at a really high level. This is not something you draw up. There's all sorts of off-season work, grit, desire, no quit, make a play, out of structure. Hell yes. Wow. Next one here, 3rd and 12. This is an incompletion. I think CeeDee Lamb could potentially catch this ball. I also think this is a pretty dangerous throw. This to me is a stump beater. We'll talk about exactly what that means, but we're essentially high-lowing Bobby Wagner to the right. He's going to come down on the number 2 on the short end, and we're going to throw this thing. Great anticipation. It really is great anticipation. Check out this throw. I mean, it hits him in the hands. Oh my goodness. What a throw. And it's even more impressive when I showcase the anticipation right here. I'll let it show when he lets this thing go. Again, look at the base. Look at the rhythm. When he's in rhythm, the base is so much better. I mean, he's throwing it right there. This is the dropped exactly what the routes are here. But the number 3 here, CeeDee Lamb, coming up and going to the post. Number 2, coming on the short end. Number 3 on the short end. Or number 1 on the short end, I should say. So short end by the 1, short end by the 2, post, middle field, pipe read by the number 3. And a stump play to me is we're essentially off man out here. And then we're essentially going to draw up the starting position here. We're in a 3-by-1 like this. The star or nickel with the middle linebacker and the safety are essentially playing 3/2. So once we run up and run this in like this, you expect 54 to take that thing over. And then the number 3 running the post needs to cross the face of that safety. And so you're just reading 54, that Mike linebacker right here. He's right here on the play. So reading him, he comes down, we can let this thing go. If you feel that it's cloudy or muddy, which it probably is here, you can see here the number 1 coming on the in is probably where the ball should go on a clean read. But again, I love this for Dak's perspective because he's playing with anticipation. And it hits him in the damn hands. Now I think it can be all of those things, and it's a dangerous throw. But man, I love the precision, the footwork, the timing. You can see the construct, stump beater. Let's see if we can see the anticipation from the end zone here. Reading 54. Once he let that thing go right there. You can see CeeDee Lamb at the very top right corner. He's not even turned around yet. He's not looking. He's still running that post. There he looks. Safety kind of nudges him, but man, it hits him in the hands. Oh my goodness. Next one here, 3rd and 3. This is a great whip route up top by CeeDee Lamb. Him just doing work. Tries to get jabbed. Look at all the separation. Jesus. Love it. That's just destroying people outside. Try to get fancy with the aggressiveness at the line of scrimmage. Swing, miss. Create all sorts of separation. Look, 3rd and 3, and to be throwing that into the flat with that much separation is too easy. So just a great job from 88. If it wasn't there, they're running what Mike back in the day used to call kangaroo. And all that is the number 3 or the new number 3 is working that post or middle field read, corner, and then like a little under. And so if it wasn't there, you kind of delay under. Now it's normally paired with a slant, but right here they're going to run what I'm used to calling a whip. So you come up, sell that slant, and then come back out of it. And again, you can see the aggressiveness from the corner. He's going to try his left-hand jab. You better make sure you hit, especially in short yardage down here like this, because we got all sorts of separation up top. Jab, oh, there's the separation. Now down here to the bottom, if it wasn't there, so pretend like he did get jacked at the line of scrimmage, you come down here to the bottom and hit Cooks on the under. So really nice job from Dak. Great play call. More than anything else, that's just CD Lamb doing Lamb things as far as creating separation. Beautiful job, man. Too easy. Next one here, down 5, 3-by-1. We're going to run zone read up top. I really liked how they utilized Dak's ability to run it. You know, it didn't always work. I can think of one third down that it didn't work, but I love the idea of changing the math here, just running true zone read. 33 is all out of sorts. I love Dak's strength right here. You can see gets right up in his grill. He's not going down. He's a strong dude. I think you can sleep a little bit on the guy's strength, but he's always been able to run it. Not necessarily like a burner, but strong as hell. Good athlete, good change of direction, powerful. That's awesome. This is just zone read. So we're going to read this conflict defender right here, key defender. He's going to tackle the back or squeeze this thing. That's an easy read. Just pull it. Don't give it to the back. Keep it yourself. Get out on the edge. The guy who has to make this play for the defense is right here. He takes a bad angle, over aggressive, can't do it. It's a nice chunk. Again, yards running the ball down here are at a premium in the red area. There it is. Easy zone read, fake out the cameraman. And then look at the strength here to finish this. Again, we've already seen him come out of a tackle. You better takes more than one to bring him down. Next one here, go ahead touchdown. We're going to hit the wheel up top to the tight end. This is a little dragon wheel or slant wheel. Just a great job from 87. C33 not paying attention, put it right on him. I think when you look at the all-22, you could probably make the argument here that Dak predetermines what he's going to do, and maybe that's what they want him to do. I would say most people who call, teach, run this play, as far as slants and then the wheel here, run it mirrored on both sides, slant, wheel. I would say most times you would read this thing slant to wheel, and don't pass up a slant to hit the wheel, because we can always come back and call the wheel. So that to me looks like a touchdown. It almost looks like Dak predetermines that he's going to pump this slant and throw the wheel. So you tell me, would you throw the slant up top? Right? Like that's an easy touchdown. In fact, it's definitely an easier throw and catch than this. Now it works because 87 is a monster and 33 doesn't know struggling in coverage. But man, that slant was there. Look at Lamb. Think he's giving it to him right there. Be nice if he was mic'd up. Again, it's a great touchdown. It's a hell of a comeback. Really nice job. Again, just, besides for the pump, take away this pump. Look at the base. Again, I feel like I talk about it enough and am critical enough about it that it's worth me pointing out when I think he does it really well. So to me here, his hips and his shoulders and his eye level stay about as consistent as you see with Dak. I would say he is a normal guy who has a tendency to play on his toes and pop up and get wider as he moves with his feet, as opposed to what I'm used to calling keep your base. So keep that perfect, powerful shoulder width plus footwork as you kind of get through your reads. So right here, watch his hips, eye level, everything kind of stays in the same spot. See how he's not popping up and down? Now there's still some movement because we're pumping, but he keeps that powerful base. The ball comes right where he wants it. That's a big time touchdown. Hell yeah. Next one here, the 2-point play to make it a 3-point game. We're going to work that whip up top. It's not there. We got Cooks on the over or crosser. Just a really nice job pass protection wise. An easy 1-2. That's as open as you'll see. Again, for me, just continuing to see 33 on the back end get a little bit exposed as far as the space he's given up. No. Yes. Really nice 1-2. Again, you can see it here. They're using CD Lamb as kind of a decoy. He's technically probably the third on this one, running the back line on the in. Little switch release. So we're trying to get this ball up top on that same whip route that CD Lamb ran earlier for the first down. So up, in, get your feet in the end zone and come out of this thing. It's probably not a great drawing. Quicker than that. Up, and then come out with your feet in the end zone. Down here, here comes the over. Here comes that switch release from Lamb. Up, and then run the top of the logo. And you just read that thing right to left to right. 1, 2, 3. And oftentimes this happens at the back pylon. It's just so open here with what the safety's doing as far as the spacing of this thing. So take advantage of it. Dak does a nice job playing this thing, making it look easy. 1, no. 2, yes. Thank you very much. 2 points. Love it. From the back here, again, you can just see the action that he's able to play this thing with. Quick little flash fake. The movement with the motion. 1, no. 2, yes. Again, just the rhythm of his feet. You can see how it's tethered to the concept. 1, no. 2, yeah. All his cleats in the ground, right? I like those cleats. Throw it to the open area. Hell yeah. Next one here, 3rd and 4. I thought this was interesting on a number of different levels. First of all, to throw it at all and then to not go for it on 4th down. Probably not my favorite calls. I don't mind throwing it. In fact, I'd throw it twice if I had Dak Prescott in this offense. To me, I think he predetermines throwing the sluggo down here to the bottom. It's going to be really hard to get a sluggo when the corner essentially bails out of there. 3rd and 4, you're probably thinking man or pressure. They end up playing coverage or zone. If he were to go through this read, he probably hits the guy coming right to left, the number 2 in the mesh on the backside. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, it's just the way this thing happens, where if you're going to run sluggo down here to the bottom, that just means slant and go. This play is really dead as soon as this corner wants to open up and get depth, like bail. So it doesn't matter what CD Lamb does here to the bottom. He's running, this route is on no one. He's essentially getting depth. He's going to stay over the top the whole time. So, I think if you had to play this over again, as soon as this technique, you have to get off that and play the mesh. And so the mesh here is probably trying to get it to this guy. 2, if this sluggo is 1, or we're going to give that a shot, you've got the under mesh. Here's the over part of it, and it settles up. That's probably where the ball goes. And then here's that deep hook. So if we're going to peak this as like 1 or alert, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. Again, easier said than done, but this is a 1st down. So to me here, as soon as this guy bails, let's just get off of that and play the mesh out. And again, no guarantee that you get all the way to 4 here, but you can see it work, right? So no, watch 22. As soon as he opens like this, it's off. He's over the top, but Dak's already throwing it. He's just saying, hey, I trust 88, and there's a lot of reason to trust 88. I get that. But you can see here, if he didn't do that, if he played it out, what the mesh looks like. Maybe the deep hook definitely cooks, though, on the number 4. So that is a wrap. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys, really nice come from behind win. Really good game all the way around. I enjoyed watching it. Hard to remember the last time Thursday night football game was that enjoyable to me, with high-level ball all over the place. One of those things where Dak Prescott is just playing at a really high level. I really like what they're asking him to do. They're being very aggressive down the field. Mike's incorporating CD Lamb all over the place. The tight end is coming into his own. Cooks is looking good and explosive. All of those things. And then you add on, I think, Dak using his legs a little bit more, whether they're calling intentional quarterback run game, which they did in crucial situational ball, or him just creating, not going down. I think sometimes I forget how powerful he is as a runner, as an athlete, and it shows up on the film. He's just a dynamic playmaker too. So probably more consistent with his just overall quarterback within the structure of the play, meaning his rhythm, his timing, getting the ball out kind of in sequence. And then on top of it, the playmaker vibe, whether it's little flicks, whether it's not going down, whether it's running, whether it's scrambling. It's all pretty high level stuff right now. Really cool for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.